Hi guys, a very warm welcome from Architi Creations. We welcome you into our introduction video on the course on Kalamkari for beginners. Till now, we have done many different courses, like we've done a Worli crash course, a Worli course for beginners, and a Worli advanced course. We have also done a crash course or a beginner's course for Madhubani, a detailed or an advanced course also for Madhubani, Gond art course for beginners, a mandala course for beginners, and in the craft section we have done Lipton art, quilling, as well as clay modeling, that is both homemade clay as well as using molded, and we'll be doing many such interesting projects in future as well. So in today's session, I'm going to discuss about Kalamkari. In our upcoming series on Kalamkari, it is going to be a 7 video series in which we will be learning about the various borders that are made in Kalamkari style. We will then be learning various floral motifs, animal motifs, how to make the various human faces in Kalamkari style, and then we'll be doing a special project, that is the Janmashtami special project, where we'll be making a Krishnaji painting in Kalamkari style. We will be covering all of this in the Kalamkari course. Now let me tell you a brief history about the Kalamkari course, and then we'll discuss what all material you need for these 7-day series. Let us now discuss the history of Kalamkari. Now Kalamkari literally translates into pen craft. Kalam means pen and Kari means craftsmanship. So this is one of the most beautiful forms of Indian art and involves both hand printing as well as block printing, which is done mainly on cotton or silk fabrics. This art is a very old art and it dates back to 3000 BC. According to historians, samples of Kalamkari paintings were even found in the ancient city of Mohenjo-daro. And traditionally, Kalamkari was done basically that hand painting was done either on cotton or on silk using a tamarind pen. So they would use the tamarind stick to make a pen. Only natural dyes or vegetable colors were used. That is the main feature of Kalamkari. And it used to involve 23 tedious steps of dyeing, of bleaching, then hand painting, then block painting, then starching and cleaning of the painting. So it was a very long, traditional, ancient process. Mainly the motifs that are made in Kalamkari span from floral motifs, peacocks, paisleys, to a lot of Hindu epics. Like you will find a lot of paintings of gods and goddesses of the scenes from Ramayana and Mahabharata. And slowly and subtly, Kalamkari had a lot of influence of Persian art also. So you will find some kind of Persian art motifs, even floral styles in Kalamkari. Kalamkari art and printing is mainly done in Andhra Pradesh, and it continues to be one of the major hubs of Kalamkari paintings in India. And there is a huge demand for Kalamkari in international markets also now. Now let us discuss the two styles of Kalamkari to understand this art more better. Now Kalamkari art is known for its beautiful colorful patterns. Usually in this particular art you will see that women are painted in light pale yellow. Demons are made which are painted either in greens or in reds, and gods are generally done in shades of blue. Largely Krishnaji paintings you will find them in shades of blue. And lotus motif is a very popular motif and it is printed in the background. Now there are two main styles of Kalamkari. First is known as the Srikalahasti style and second is known as the Machilapatnam style. Now in the first style, the paintings were hand drawn, and after that the entire pattern was made on the cotton cloth with black color. It was next filled with natural paints. So remember, in this only vegetable dyes were used. So natural colors of indigo, red, yellow, all vibrant colors were used, and each piece was unique because it was hand painted. And main concentration in this style was on the Hindu mythology, and there were depictions from folk tales and epics. The second style, in this particular style, the craftsmen would create a block like the hand printing block. They would design the block, they would create intricate patterns, and those blocks were used a lot. So these blocks were passed on also from the generation to generation and were used by different craftsmen. So this was largely a form of block printing. Now what is kalamkari today? Now, in the recent times, there are two types of kalamkaris which are basically based on the two states. It is practiced in Gujarat as well as Andhra Pradesh, and both are different. In Andhra Pradesh, the kalamkari style borrows designs from the forts, from the palaces, from the temples of India, where there are a lot of motifs of animals, birds, etc. that are made. While the Gujarat style depicts mainly mythological characters from the Mahabharata, that is the Krishna Arjun scene, Lord Krishna in various poses and scenes, Lord Ganesha, etc. Kalamkari nowadays is extremely popular in the form of paintings, saris, dupattas, etc. And in the contemporary style, kalamkari is being done on paper, canvas, cloth. And in this particular course, we are going to learn how to do kalamkari using various modern pens, colors to do and create beautiful paintings on paper and watercolor paper. Now let us discuss what all material is required for this course. First and foremost, I will be using ivory sheets. You can use ivory sheets or any sketchbook that you have with you for doing the initial lessons. You can even take a computer sheet if the sketchbook or ivory sheet is not available. For our detailed projects of human figures as well as faces, we will be using a watercolor sheet. So here I am using a Canson watercolor sheet. You can use any company watercolor sheet. The only benefit of a watercolor sheet is it is a 300 GSM or above paper. So you can use any 300 GSM or above paper. And watercolor sheets will give a very good effect when we are using our acrylic colors. These are thicker sheets which can also be framed for our bigger paintings. I have also mentioned the links of all the products that I am showing you in the description section in case you want to order them online from Amazon. The second what we will need are pens, which are very important. For your practice sessions, you can use any Uniball or any gel pen which is black in color. But for our main paintings, we will be needing a Micron. You can use a Micron, Brustom or a Unipen. Here I will be using a Micron, either 0.4, you can use a 0.2 or a 0.3. Any Micron is okay. Now Microns are available in pack of 6 as well as individually. You can even go for a Brusto Technical or you can go for a Unipen. The advantage of these pens is that they will easily work on your acrylic colors and they are waterproof fade. The third thing that we'll need are paints. So here for most of my projects I will be using brush pens or sketch pens. You can use any company brush pens or sketch pens. You can use your watercolor pencils. I will be using watercolor pencils or these are Staedtler watercolor pencils. You can use any company watercolor pencils that are available here. For our main project, we will be using our acrylic colors. So acrylic colors are available in smaller tubes or smaller bottles like these. They are also available in tubes. So any company acrylic colors are fine. We will need few shades. Mainly the shades that I'll be using will be black, it will be Persian blue, I'll be using a red, I'll be using a white, a yellow. So these will be the basic shades of acrylic colors. In case you don't have any acrylic colors in the house and you are purchasing, you can purchase a small box of acrylic colors or you can even decide to use poster colors. We need some brushes. So brushes of different sizes and different numbers, 2, 4, 6 are fine, 100 or a 000 is what we need. That too, if you are not using your normal Micron pens, if you are using these pens, normal gel pens will not work for our main projects. We will need a Micron pen for our main projects because these work very well on the acrylic colors. If you are not using your Micron pens, only in that case you need a very thin brush, that is a 000. So largely this is the material that is required. So do grab all your materials, keep it ready so that we can do our kalamkari course. So stay tuned and I'm super excited to start the kalamkari course very soon. Thanks a lot. Do like my video Do share with your friends and family. Do subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell button so that you are notified as soon as we put a new video, a new lesson, or are live on our channel. Thanks again and bye-bye.